Hello class, today we're going to talk about units of conversion. These unit conversions are extremely important to science problems we're going to be doing. We have to master this concept now so that when we're doing things later on, you can understand it, and this is going to be very important when you get to college. It's very, very essential. So today we're going to focus just on length. And we're going to grow after length. Once we master length, we're going to go to a different thing like mass or volumes. So now you each have a sheet, and it has some important length conversions. It has inches, feet, we also have miles and yards and centimeters and things like that. So the first problem we're going to do is, Vince, how tall are you?
I'm 6 feet tall.
Okay, so we have 6 feet. So the way I like to start these problems is by setting up a fence. So now this is our fence, and this junction right here means multiplication. So Vince is 6 feet tall, and we're going to convert feet into yards. So how many feet are in a yard?
3.
3. So we have 3 feet in 1 yard. Okay. So here we have our fence, and if we would have put the yard on the bottom, then this foot wouldn't cancel out with this foot, because this feet over feet is essentially like dividing by 1. So they cancel each other out, and then the only unit we have left is yard, and that's the unit that we want. So we just divide 6 by 3, and we get 2. And then since the feet cancel out, all we have left on the top is the yard, so that equals 2 yards. So Vince is 2 yards tall. Okay? Now Karen, how tall are you?
5 feet.
Okay, so now we have 5 feet. And we're going to set up our fence again. And remember, this junction right here means multiplication. So let's convert this 5 feet into inches. So Vince, how many inches are in a foot?
12.
12. Should the inches go on the bottom or the top?
Top.
Okay, so we have inches up top. And then you said there's 12 inches in 1 foot. And foot are the same thing. So it's okay if we have feet and foot. So again, feet and feet, same thing. So that unit is going to cancel out. And again, we're left with inches. Instead of yards this time, but we're trying to figure out how many inches 5 feet makes up. So then we multiply 5 by 12, and we get 60 inches. Okay? Does that make sense? Do you have any questions?
Nope, makes perfect sense.
So the final problem we're going to do is California is 2,834 miles away, which is pretty far. It's all the way across the country. That's how far it is from Philadelphia, where we are. And we're going to figure out how many feet this is. So again, we start out with 2,834 miles. And abbreviation for miles is MI. So now, again, remember, if something is on the top and it's next to something on the other side of the top, you multiply. But if something is over something, that's division. So this is like a fraction, and I just call it fences because it makes sure everything keeps organized. So how many feet are in a mile? Yeah?
5,280.
Okay, so we have 5,280 feet in 1 mile, right? So now, do our miles cancel out? Do we put the feet in the right spot?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, so we cancel out our mile. Okay, so we cannot do this calculation in our head, so we'd have to get our calculators out for this one. So Karen, I see you have your calculator out. Do you want to tell us what this number is?
Sure. 14,963,520.
And then what is the unit of that?
Feet.
Yep, so that's how many feet California is from Philadelphia, so that's kind of cool. So that's all we're going to do for length today, and then we're going, well, for right now at least. So we're going to build on that, so we'll go into more multi-unit calculations, because in physics you use meters per second, and we go by miles per hour, so it's going to be very important that we can convert from miles per hour to meters per second. Okay, so that's all for that. So now we're going to have like a little cheer or a little saying to help us remember some of these units. Length, A to B. Let's start with the easy ones. 12 inches in 1 foot, 3 feet and 1 yard. But for the harder ones, we need something to help us. So remember, a mile is 5 tomatoes, 5280. There's 5,280 feet in 1 mile, and if we keep our fences, we'll always be organized and we'll be able to solve any conversion problem. Okay? Thank you everyone for your time.